Should have known. I should have known. Oh, hi, Smiles. How's your sex life? Oh my god. Um, I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not. The company that has sold their souls to a foreign country who just last year killed a journalist of from their own country, meaning America. The Saudis did. Take that blood and oil money, give it to WWE, and then WWE just had the premiere, their season premiere, Corey, on both USA Network with their freaking Raw set. It looks like a slide that goes wee, and then freaking. Even though I'll be honest, the first time I saw that, I pictured Tony Hawk. Here I am. But anyways, and then on SmackDown, oh, we're on Fox, yeah. Yes, because nothing screams I'm dying to watch SmackDown on Fox and having an interview with Aaron Andrews. But anyway, that's for another story. You walked into the show advertising for cuatro matches on this pay-per-view. And this is what you give. Now, I'll give a spade a spade. Anyone that knows me, I can't stand Sasha Banks with a burning passion. And even if the match was over, I busted out laughing. Because what's Sasha doing? Crying, as always. But that match that she had with Becky Lynch, easily better than the match she had a few years ago with Charlotte in the Hell in a Cell match. Now, granted, that's not saying much because that match but at least this one, they tried to kill each other. So I'm like, you know what? I'm cool with it. And really, that was match of the night once you thought about it, because everything else went after that. Because then you had the tag match. By the way, if you don't know, Sasha lost, because whenever Sasha loses, she cries. But anyways, you had the tag match between and Daniel Bryan, who's magically a babyface again, taking on the low-key Bludgeon Brothers, aka Rowan and Harper. And I honestly thought that Daniel Bryan was gonna pull like a Ric Flair, whenever like Sting teamed up with Ric Flair, something bad would happen to Sting via Ric Flair. I thought the same scenario was gonna happen here. No, Daniel Bryan was a face throughout, and Bryan and Roman got the victory. Makes sense. Okay, moving on. Then you had, I'm probably not going to be in order. Don't sue me if I'm not in order. You had Ali, basically a throwaway match. Ali versus Randy Orton, no build whatsoever. The only build I think this had was, didn't Orton injure Ali? I think like all the way in February or so, something along those lines. Anyways, match was okay, I guess. I mean, it was stereotypically. So, anyways, back to what I was previously saying. And that's probably like, Chris, you just cut in there. You damn right I did. Anyways, Ali Orton, stereotypical, like, underdog, little dude that can do high flying against the crafty veteran type of deal. I mean, it was alright. Wasn't much of a story, but it's okay. It was there. Not gonna hate on it. Orton wins. Lol. Moving on. You had I believe this is when you had the 6-man tag match. You had the OC. Oh my god. I wonder if it stands for Original Club. Versus the team of the Viking Raiders. Who, I'm like Sarah Logan was out for this, even though you'd think Sarah Logan with them would make sense because, lol, she's like, hi, I'm a Viking. Her husband is in the stable and is in the tag team. His gimmick is he's a Viking. She's a Viking. If I remember correctly, they had a Viking wedding. Why isn't she with them? No, because we need to have her and Dana Brooke have best of 900 series. By the way, I can't wait to the last woman standing there match between Lacey Evans and Natalya. A feud that no one cares about. Lord. Yeah, I did a horrible Lacey Evans impression. Deal with it. Anyways, so that happened. And then I guess they had Braun Strowman as their tag team partner. The match was it was like a stereotypical Raw 6-man tag match. That's all you need to know. And then you had the what was it? You had the SmackDown Live Women's Championship match between Bayley and Charlotte. And obviously, this was better than what they had last month. That's not saying much because their match last month was like, what, a minute and 10 seconds of that? So, but here, I mean, it was alright. Was it necessarily the best match ever? I wouldn't say that, but again, it was passable. Charlotte becomes her 10th time champion. Are you mother frickin' serious? I can't stand Bayley because when I see Bayley, I think I see Sasha. Alright. And I'll get to that in just a moment. But this woman's been called up to the main roster for what? 4 years? And she's already a 10-time champion. Fuck! And I get it, WWE. You want her to pass her. You want her to surpass her legendary father, like your boy Ric Flair, being a 16-time world champion. Woo! But he didn't do that in a span of freaking like 6 years. Oh my god! Not even 6 years. What do I say 6 years for? It's like freaking 4 years. Oh my god! And not even that. It was just the crowd booed this. By the way, that wasn't the first and last time they booed. It was the first time they kind of booed. It was the last time, for damn sure. But after the match was over, you had Bayley crying, and I thought, oh my god. You know the old saying, art imitating life? This is life imitating art, apparently. And people are going to say, Chris, that article wasn't true. Ryan Sutton made that up. Even if he made it up, I still find it believable that freaking Bayley and Sasha Banks were on the floor crying that because they lost their championships at WrestleMania, particularly Sasha. And Bayley just seemed like a lapdog to Sasha, so of course she's gonna monkey see, monkey do. But again, supposedly they treat both their husbands like cooks. So, anyways, by the way, Monday Night Cook tomorrow night, USA Network. Great Rusev, Bobby Lashley storyline you got there with Lana. Not even get to that. Oh my god. And then apparently Tamina backstage got a roll up random. By the way, I love how the titles always change from a roll up. And it's not even just like, oh, I hate you with this, and then I roll you up, and now it's just straight up roll up. I guess Tamina got her first ever championship. Yay! She pinned Carmella to become the 24/7 title there. Moving on. So now we go on to the Rojo in a Cell match. I mean, Hell in a Cell match for the Universal Championship. And you're probably going, Chris, why are you calling it Rojo? Because it was a mother freaking red in the match. And before it says, Chris, you're being racist. You said Rojo. That's a Spanish word. First of all, it means red, you stupido. Second of all, Spanish is my first language. So I have to be half Puerto Rican, alright? So anyways. Oh my god. This match. I wish, again, this match pretty much sums up the pay-per-view in a nutshell when it came to hype. I shouldn't be surprised, and yet I am. And I kind of blame myself on that one, but I also blame WWE for obvious reasons. You have this character that is over with the crowd. You have the Fiend, and it's goofy, okay? He has this split personality disorder. One minute he's like, hi guys, I'm Mr. Rogers, look at my puppets and blah blah blah. And the next thing he's like, let me in, and he gets all creepy and weird and crap. But he's over with the crowd. And Seth is getting booed. Your champion is getting booed. And I wish I could say, well, it's your flagship show. Even though it seems like WWE cares more so about SmackDown now because, oh, lol, WWE is SmackDown, excuse me, Fox owns WWE now. To the point where it's like WWE is Fox's bitch. But anywho, this match, what the hell? I think Seth hit like 15 curb stomps. I think somebody said he hit like literally a dozen curb stomps in this match. You had Bray hit his old finisher, the Sister Abigail, on Seth. Seth, of course, kicked out. Which is funny because I still laugh when people go over and say, Roman Reigns shoved down our throats. To this very day. No. It's your little boy, Seth Rollins. It is him that is shoved down your throats. I know if this was Roman, you'd all be like, oh my god. But Seth, it's okay, right? The crowd didn't believe it was. So anyways, you had a spot where Bray was on the top of a table that was put in the ring. Seth does like a frog splash off of it. Then he grabs a steel chair, starts bashing Bray Wyatt in the head with this. By the way, shout out to the man's man, or excuse me, the real man in the relationship, aka Becky Lynch, for bashing Sasha Banks in the head with that steel chair. Best moment of 2019. I don't care what anybody says. Done. All of, not just WWE, all of wrestling. Okay, that right there, best part of WWE and all of wrestling in general. Anyways, moving on. Greatest moment 2019. Greatest moment that happened in wrestling in the past decade. All right. So back to this crap of a main event. You had Seth Rollins give a chair shot to Bray Wyatt. Okay, cool, whatever. And it was a protected chair shot too. It wasn't like freaking Cody Rhodes dying from Ty Dillinger, or excuse me, Shawn Spears, Mr. Peyton Royce, at some BS filler pay-per-view that lasted like 8 hours long. I'll get to AEW by the way in a moment too. This was just trash to the point where the referee called for the bell because Seth Rollins was being too much, too chaotic. Yes, guys. Their little scary fruit roll-up mother freaking steel cage Hell in a Cell match ended on a disqualification. So technically the Fiend wins. Good. But Seth keeps the belt. What is wrong with this company? What is wrong with them? And I know you say, well, Chris, I don't know if you know this or not, but first of all, you're stupid. Second of all, you hate women. Third of all, Fox probably wants the Fiend. Oh my god. Do a thing where it's like they both kill each other and neither one can get up or some bullshit like that. If you really want to go there. Or maybe like the Fiend gets drafted to SmackDown, but he has to relinquish his title because it's part of Monday Night Raw property. And then he gets like a title shot, huge title shot, like it's like Brock Lesnar or something, even though they got Keith Velasquez! Yes, more UFC guys pretending to be wrestlers. Anyways, I guess it's better than Vanilla Midgets, but that's not saying much. Anyways, moving on. This was trash. To the point where the crowd chanted AEW, which to me, I'm usually like, F off. Because anyone knows me, I can't stand the hypocrisy of AEW. But after tonight, I don't blame them. This was stupid. This was pathetic. And after tonight, I might actually give a Dynamite. Kyle Cruz presents AEW Dynamite after this crap. Because my god, this was stupid. And then they started chanting, what was it? We want refunds. Again, I don't blame them for that whatsoever. This was just pointless. This whole show in general was pointless. And I feel bad for anyone who actually spent, the actual hard money. Not on going live to the show. Now, sure, maybe you saw it live, it was a cool experience. Trust me, I've been to crappy wrestling shows where I'm like, oh my god, this show sucks. And if I saw it at home, I'd be like, God, this was god awful. But I was there live, and I thought, okay, it was kind of okay because you kind of had the wrestling experience. You bumped into fans, felt cool seeing the wrestlers live. Like, whoa, I've been there. But this was terrible. Crap like this tonight. I saw a tweet that was very interesting. Crap like this tonight is what gives other companies, maybe like an AEW, to give hope for the future. That keeps them alive. Oh, by the way, shout out to Matt Jackson. No, not Nick, not the guy who blocked me. His brother, the other young buck, who I'm still not a fan of, by the way. But at least he was nice enough to not block me, so I'll give you credit there, sir. Um, and I know as a sibling, they do whatever they want with her. He posted a little thing like, oh, by the way, guys, just in case you don't know, Wednesday Night Dynamite is on TNT at 8 o'clock. And I was like, okay, I'll give you credit for that advertisement. I'll give you credit. But yeah, I might give AEW a chance. I know last week I was like, I can't do this. But oh my god, this show, oh my god. I mean, who knows? I mean, anyone doesn't know me, I found MLW by accident. Because I was literally in recommendations on YouTube. Like, what the hell is MWO Fusion? I was like, whoa. You know, I gave Impact their 900th chance in my book last year, and I haven't really regretted since then. So, for me, this, oh my god. This is usually the worst show of the year. And I know they don't care because they got Arab money. They got freaking the Saudi blood money on Halloween, aka Crown Jewel, aka we got, which is nothing scary by the way. Let's scare the hell out of the talent by selling all of them to Saudi Arabia on Halloween. Oh god. So yeah, this company sucks. This company's trash. This company has sold their souls and their whatever dignity they had left for cash money, money. And they're going to continue to do this because, lol, even though AEW just started, so calm down, AEW fans, calm down what I'm about to say. They're still the #1 company in the world, okay? And I know you're saying, well, Chris, I just had our first episode like last week. And yeah, exactly. And the first episode last week, the company's been doing it for like 40 plus years. Calm down. Oh my god, but this was terrible. Oh god. So yeah, I'm probably going to enter my 29th year of living on this earth watching AEW. My birthday's Tuesday. AEW's the day after. Yay. Kill me. Oh, well, this show sucked. At least, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention too, I just remembered. This is how pointless it was. You had the women's tag team match, the Kabuki Warriors, randomly #1 contenders, versus what you thought was their heels of Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. But apparently they did a double switch. Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss are the baby faces, and the Kabuki Warriors without Paige. Paige, yeah. Um, Heels. Because Kairi Sane was cheating and Asuka spit green mist in Nikki Cross's face, and then they won the titles, which to me is pointless because I'm not hating on Asuka. I know I can't care less about Asuka, but even though I heard she's a very nice person, I've seen little clips of her YouTube gaming channel, which I can't believe she actually has. But anyways, she won. They won the championships, and the championships are pointless. That's the whole point of it. But hey, at least they still kind of look better than the AEW Women's Championship. By the way, why the hell is it so small? It's like the size of this. Anyways, I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm contemplating my life before I turn 29 because it's going to last year until I turn 30, which I like to think that 30 is the new 20. I don't know. I'm out. Stay safe, everybody.